It's like a Joe Rogan.
So we're here with the people in the squad.
No, it's fine.
Welcome back to DTW, the show in the musical.
Why do we let him do introductions?
Here with n-rico Productions or n-rico. What's up?
What's up?
Tell the people who you are.
My name is n-rico. You can catch me on all platforms. My Instagram is n-rico_music. Just opened up another recording studio in the Hillsborough area. Not no competition shit though, cause
It's all love.
we all getting it.
It's all love. It's all support. It's a team game.
So tell us about that. I want to know more about the studio and like why.
Yeah, what's your vision?
How you came across it and decided to start doing it.
Pretty much, I always was into music as a kid. As like my first big present was a fucking guitar, and I wanted to learn ever since I was like 4. I finally picked it up around 8 and like actually started learning. Then I broke my arm and put it down for like a few years, and then one day I picked it up and I was like, yes, this is what I want to do.
Bro, this guy used to like walk around at school like playing the guitar and shit.
Really?
Like, I just used
One
to see
day
him.
he came up to me and started rapping as I was playing.
Really? What? That's cool, actually.
So how did the studio come into play?
Honestly, I only started rapping so I could learn how to engineer for other people. And I just went ahead and tried out every style I could and fucking tried to be as versatile as I could, only so I could engineer and fuck with different styles.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Did you find a love for the music once you started doing it?
Yeah. And it's pushed me to do what I was actually wanting to do to begin with. And I'll start to make my metal album, an alternative album, work on different projects.
Yeah,
That's
bro.
sick.
Oh yeah.
So when was the decision to get a commercial location and start taking it seriously? Because a lot of people, they just do like in the crib shit, like some ratchet shit, you know what I mean?
Really just, I saw everybody around me was rapping. Like
Right.
everybody in my hometown fucking wanted to be a rapper.
It was like skating. At our middle school, everybody tried to skate in middle school. It's like the same thing. Like,
Yeah.
Everybody's trying to rap now.
And like, I saw them all going to Brandon, to fucking here, Bradenton, different studios all across, but there was no studio in my area. And I was like, fuck it.
Oh,
Yeah,
I'll start the opportunity, yeah.
And the area is like starting to boom up, starting to have more renovation around and shit, more houses coming in. And
So it's the perfect timing.
yeah.
For real. That's cool, man. That's cool. So like what do you feel like your vision for your studio is? Like what sets your studio apart and like your mixing and mastering and just your whole vibe apart from like other
I just want to deliver. I'm not gonna stop until they're satisfied. I want, if they don't like it, I want them to be straight up honest with me. This is bullshit. Get on my shit, fucking. I won't stop until they're happy with it, because I know how I would feel if I were to go to a studio.
Facts.
And that's the whole thing. I started making cover arts because I got ripped off on a cover art.
Yeah.
Someone fucking scammed me for $40, and I was like, fuck it, I'll start making them.
Fucking $40.
Start working with
Yeah.
promoters that promote shitty events.
Yeah.
Now we promote our own events.
Exactly.
We're the same exact boat to where like even when I learned to engineer in the first place, like I do this shit for the music, bro. By no means it's like I want to be an engineer, but I was like, ain't no one gonna record my vocals better than I will. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
And people, especially on this local level that we're at, people have a lack of respect for some reason, even though the grind is there, the passion, the talent, but the notoriety isn't, and that just throws everything else out the window.
I was gonna ask. I saw you posting something about performances. So you're gonna do shows and stuff too at your spot, or?
Oh no, not at the spot. I've been promoting and like renting out a venue for the night and shit. Yeah.
Cool.
It's gonna go hand in hand with the studio,
Yeah.
though. The same client base, the
Yeah.
same. It's gonna be.
So like how has that been going with the events?
It's been pretty good. Our first event was pretty packed out. Like it was actually the day after y'all's. The New Year's one.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
I think I saw flyers about that.
Yeah.
I remember. I just was like, so.
Bro, you gotta let
busy
us
with
know
this.
about your.
For sure. I'm actually throwing a free one once 813 Underground gets to 1,000 followers, and if y'all want to perform, hop on the shit.
Say
Like,
that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we'll
Say
perform for
less,
sure.
we'll be there, bro.
Where's
I
that?
think it's important we like combine
Exactly.
and if people see that it's love and it's like
Yeah.
genuine, it's not going to be no competitive element.
Exactly.
There's enough people out here for both of us to eat a
Yeah.
lot.
And it's honestly, bro, like it's so sad to see like how could like people don't want to see other people win around here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah,
like
bro.
just like working together and
Yeah.
like it's all love. Like that's such an important thing. And teaching everybody like coming up, like you don't have to hate the person you're rapping next to at the
Yeah.
show. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to try to like.
Which is
get
crazy
more
that that's
money
already
into
the
it,
mindset.
right?
And there's like a competitive element that's there that can be like friendly and like
Yeah.
just one
Without
upping
a
each
doubt.
other and like
Yeah.
it's just like motivating each other.
But you
like,
still you wish the other one the best, you know what I mean?
It's like
Exactly.
competing just to be like one step ahead of them so that they can see you doing it and they can try and you know what I
And
mean?
why would
then
you
you'll
spend
see
your
them
energy
again.
dragging someone down when you can both work together to get
Yeah,
even
for
higher?
sure.
You know what I'm saying? It just sucks. Like that's the mindset that it is right now.
Yeah.
For sure. So, bro, like if someone's never heard your music and they're coming to this interview from our page and they've never heard of you, tell the people like what your music is like what kind of people listen to your music and like what kind of people you appeal to and like why someone would want to listen to you and watch your videos and perform with you.
honestly, I feel like I've got a little bit of something for everybody. I've got some heavy shit. I've got some lyrical shit. I've got some fucking sad boy shit. Like, you can go and find whatever type. That's my main goal. Is I want any type of genre you want to listen to. You can find me on it.
For sure, bro.
Yeah.
That's important. Versatility is definitely
Yeah.
important, so you can have a reach to the most people you can. Do you think? So like, never mind. I'm just gonna. Edit
I was
that
gonna
whole
say like
thing.
when you have that versatility, like it's like you find yourself eventually like seamlessly just like freestyling at any
Yeah.
beat, like
Blending
any
the genres
time.
Yeah.
together too is a huge thing
Yeah.
because you can't make something new unless you like incorporate elements of something different
Yeah.
into something that's already there.
That's one thing I have been experimenting with is getting my guitar and my metal shit and incorporating it into the rap shit.
Which
And
is easy these days
it is.
because rap has everything is
Subgenre.
rap,
Yeah.
but it's like you listen to some R&B shit and it's like rap melodies. It's
Yeah.
like, you know what I mean? Everything is rap these
Yeah.
days. I want to ask some fun questions. Do you believe in aliens?
Yes and no. Like,
Yes and no.
I would.
What do you mean?
I would have to have like straight, like, almost like some fucking. I forgot the word, but whenever like someone wants proof to
Evidence?
believe in God,
Evidence?
they're agnostic. It's like
Okay.
agnostic towards aliens. Like,
Oh, that actually makes sense.
Yeah.
That's actually a good
Yeah.
explanation. I mean, yeah, I feel like a lot of people are agnostic towards
Uh-huh.
aliens now that I think about it. But like, bro, like, how could there not be aliens?
yeah, but how could they? Like,
I wasn't prepared for that.
I think like I've thought a lot about this shit, and you know how like every planet goes through like a weather cycle, and like our planet's gonna heat up to the point where nothing can live on it, and then like it's gonna freeze down and shit, and it's gonna keep cycling like that.
Yeah.
I think that like the same thing happens with like types of species. Like on Earth, it may have been like millions of cycles of like it heating up and cooling back down, and like a species like ours, like to our degree, like could have existed and just like left our planet and went. So it was like billions of years ago, so
Yeah.
it's like billions of years away.
Well, dude, yeah, like I think about that all the time. Of like, what if every time that happens, the same thing happened? Like us, like
right.
we get born again, and then we just go through this cycle, and like we have this place, and like we live the same life, and then we all die, and then it just happens again.
And it's like we're just the same
history,
consciousness living in the same
bro, and you
bodies
just
that
do
have
like
happened
the
over
same
and over.
cycle over like millions of times.
But I feel like we would be conscious of it if it was the same consciousness. So like all of those things are possible except for the fact that we're aware of these things, in my opinion.
Maybe
that's where deja
like
vu comes in.
yeah, comes actually, bro. What? That's actually so smart. Because listen, bro, like maybe we are conscious of it, but like as we're like in this like life and in this form of humans like on this earth, like maybe like we're not fully conscious of it because we're focused on like living our life.
Yeah.
But like outside of that, like our soul or whatever you would call it, maybe our soul already knows like what we've done. Because the big theory is like every lifetime that we live is just us learning a different lesson to grow as like a soul.
Spirit, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I think like that's true because when you focus on shit, you can like make anything a subconscious like string of thought and make anything conscious. So it's like you can literally forget entire lifetimes if you've been through them, or it could be your first lifetime.
Memory in general is a bitch, bro.
Do you have any crazy ghost stories or like spirit stories or anything that you've ever had?
Actually, yeah. One time, it was like 3 a.m. and we were sitting on the couch in the living room at my house. And my sister's ex-boyfriend was just fucking with me. He was like, oh yeah, 3 a.m. is when all the spirits come out and shit.
What?
And he was like, alright, if there's any spirits in this house, let us know. And then something fell in my room. We heard it and it was like, what
Nobody
the fuck?
was in your room?
Nobody was in my room. And then we were like, okay, that could have been a coincidence.
Yeah.
If there's any spirits in this room, could you please let us know? And sure as shit, my bird's cage started fucking shaking. And the bird woke up and started freaking out.
What? Yeah, bro, like I met this lady well, I didn't meet her, like I saw her the other day, I already knew her, and she was talking about how she had like her pastor come to her house because like her doors kept opening and closing, and like her toothbrush was like going like this in her sink and stuff, and like she was scared because she has kids, and like the pastor came and like said some stuff out of a Bible, and then it stopped. Like, bro, like sometimes I'm like, man, this stuff's actually real. Like that's crazy.
I don't know, bro. I've never experienced anything like that, so I can never be
I
like
haven't either.
100% sure. But
Have
it's
y'all
like,
ever
I
done
don't
a
think it's
Ouija board?
impossible.
Nah.
I've done it, but it didn't work.
A lot of people are like scared to do it. Like a lot of people
I was
were,
scared.
like,
I was scared
and
to do it.
I know a lot of people that have done it and that say that like that shit is like fucked.
There's a video with Riley Reid where they're playing with a Ouija board. She gets fucked.
Bro, what if she's haunted for the rest of her life because of that?
What if a ghost fucks her in her
She's
sleep?
haunted.
Wait, no, there's a movie where like there's like a ghost, like it's just like a girl like floating on a bed, like I don't even know.
That was on, what, Scary Movie?
Yeah. Bro, have you watched all the scary movies?
Yeah.
Those are so funny, dude. That's such like a good like series of movies that I've never met anyone that hates scary movies. But, like it's always like everybody loves those. Have you watched the Saw movies?
Yeah.
You know what? That's a good question.
Well,
What's your favorite movie?
My favorite movie? That's a hard one. I'd probably say Pineapple Express.
That's really, yo, have you ever seen Mr. Nobody?
I haven't.
It's a really good movie. It's like fucks with time and shit. It's a really good movie. He like lives 3 different lives and it's like hard to tell which one is his actual life and shit.
Like, what did you think of the
Happy Gilmore.
SpongeBob movie?
SpongeBob movie's great.
Yeah, that's
Happy
like
Gilmore,
it's
bro?
a very good put together movie.
Which one?
Like the
original.
The original, yeah.
Like the
yeah.
movie.
Favorite
The
cartoon?
Favorite cartoon? Courage.
Courage is fire, bro. The aesthetic, the color palettes of that show
For
are very, very like spot on. Like you'll be watching a show, it'll go to commercial, and Courage comes on, and your whole mood changes with one glimpse of the screen.
Are you talking about Courage the Cowardly Dog?
Yeah, it's really cool the way that they. I don't know how they did it, how they started from scratch and created that show to where it is so spot on.
I bet you it's little shit like, oh, we don't have this color, fuck it, just use this one. And then shit just kind of like,
Yeah, and then it becomes
but it's also like, it's like something about it is very dreary and hopeless. And
Yeah,
also
that's
the
true.
thing about like no one can understand Courage. That's a huge aspect of the show is like that's so scary, bro, for something, especially for a child who is like finds comfort in dependency, is not living independently, and like scary shit is going on, scary to a child, and like imagine telling your parents like about a nightmare or something, they don't understand you.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, it's okay, buddy.
Yeah,
like, you're
right.
upset,
And then like there's no.
and you're just like, Mom, there's a murderer outside. Like,
Yeah.
and they can't understand it. Like, that's
Yeah.
just fucked
that's
up,
how
bro.
some shit feels no matter how old you are though. Sometimes you
But
can't.
that's why I'm saying they
Then
did a
you
great
get-
job of embodying
Then you
that.
get hit with a stupid dog, you make me look bad.
That shit is fucking
But
iconic.
it's crazy. Like with that, like I found like growing up now, adults, bro, like they're not adults, bro. They don't know what they're
Nobody
doing.
knows
Much
what
as, bro,
they're
like,
bro.
bro, like
That's something you gotta learn.
it's all like, bro, we're all just like on this
Sometimes
spinning
adults are
rock. Like,
worse. because their age has bred them to like stick to this mindset, and like kids are kind of open to learn new things and gain new experiences, and a lot of adults like they're set in their ways, and you meet a lot of people that are like 40s, 50s, 60s, and if they got too far along that path, there's no going back. Like they live a life where they like tell themselves things that, you know what I mean, to justify the things that
exactly,
they're doing.
and they think they have like everything figured out sometimes.
And it's based on like their environment growing up or whatever happened. And it's not really based on like modern reality.
For real.
I think that just some people don't know how to like let go of everything they know. Like when shit really starts falling apart, like people don't forget everything they know and try and question that shit. And that's like one of the hardest things to learn is like actually letting go of all that shit that you.
Well, yeah, bro, but like on the other side, like you do learn a lot from experiences through life that like teach you things like, oh, I'm not gonna do this again because it led me here. So like if an adult has like
but circumstances change to where something you experienced before because of new circumstances, it no longer, like things like technology and things that they recreate the circumstances that led to that experience. So a lot of people are basing like experiences that they had off of like not modern, like outdated
and 100%.
societal
So what
things.
I'd say is it's on a case-to-case basis, like depending on what exactly is going on.
No, it's always learn from your experiences, but don't let like something you learned from a past experience block you or make you incapable of learning from a new experience because you think you already know what's gonna happen.
100%. It's just like if you touched fire and you got burnt, you wouldn't touch the fire again. But maybe if someone invented a glove for you to touch the fire, then don't be scared to touch the fire because you have the glove now.
Great analogy. We need some more questions for Henry.
Ethan's gay time.
We always get caught up just talking about philosophical shit and leaving the interview behind, bro. We fucking suck.
Well, Henry, like, what is your aesthetic, dude? Like, what is your aesthetic to people?
I'm honestly still figuring that out.
Yeah.
That's
like,
okay to say.
I have a hard time expressing myself. That's why I go through different
That's
types
okay
of
to
shit.
say. And hey, bro, acknowledging that, people think they already know what they're doing,
Yeah.
and they're sitting in Bradenton or Sarasota or wherever the fuck. You know what I mean? Admitting that and like being open to what we're talking about, learning new shit about it is going to be the reason why you pop off in the future.
Yeah, bro. For real, don't rub it into the.
I'm not. I'm wiping it off, bro. That thing's rubbed in.
Did you play any sports as a child?
Nah.
Really?
Everybody always told me I should play football.
Right.
But
That's what I was
Yeah, because you like.
Are you an athletic kid? You just don't want to play?
Never was, but I started to go to the gym all the fucking time.
I've been seeing you posting
Do you
it.
still work out?
Ever since coronavirus, fucking shit.
And knocked you off your pivot?
Me off. I was going every day for
I know
like,
a lot of people that happened to
Yeah.
because I kind of started working out now more than ever after the virus, and I know a lot of people that like were the opposite.
It's that population control.
People need like a rigid schedule. People also need like, it's not fun to work out in your crib. Like you feel more like productive when you like go to the gym and then you go home.
You can't like.
You need things to motivate yourself to do things you don't want to fucking do.
Exactly, bro.
Like, okay, this dude's doing it, I gotta get on that.
What?
Yeah.
Let me think of a good question.
You only smoke joints or you smoke blunts?
I used to smoke blunts, but I don't really smoke them no more.
See, this is good interview material because no one is ever gonna know the answer to these questions unless they watch the video.
Yeah, for real.
They walk up to you at the show and they're like, Henry, I know you don't smoke blunts, but hit this. You're gonna know. You're gonna be like, you watched it.
Nah, I mostly smoke hemp wraps, joints, bongs.
So you won't hit this?
Nah.
Bro, the blunts,
especially not a wood.
Really?
bro, they kind of become a thing where you're just trying to smoke nicotine, bro. You're not even just rolling up
Without
weed
a
to
doubt.
smoke a blunt.
Yeah.
Like,
It's not just the nicotine, it's the combination of it that is.
Well,
is
bro,
completely
in like a wood or a grab leaf, it's also like the real like tobacco leaf. Like that's like
Without a doubt.
It's just like the taste and the flavor and like
Without
the
a doubt.
Headache.
Yeah.
It's also the vibe though, bro.
Yeah, for sure. Like when I used to smoke.
And also burn is everything, bro.
Yeah.
Like I'm very picky about how fast my shit burns, and how it burns and how loose it is, how much airflow it has.
Well, yeah, no, definitely. Like when I used
And
to smoke,
joints just roll different.
bro. When I used to
They don't burn
smoke,
the same.
blunts were always the move.
I don't know.
When I could, bro, because it
We're
was
about
just
the
a
same.
feeling.
No, I love smoking joints, don't get me wrong, but they don't smoke the same. They don't. And when I'm trying to hit a certain spot, you know what I mean? I'm not ready to compromise yet. I'm not. I'm phasing out a lot of bad habits, but this one I need more than ever right now.
I don't know, man. I think definitely like people who smoke cigarettes or vape, that's definitely like a worse form of nicotine, just because because they're hitting it so much and it's like so much nicotine
no,
intake.
but it's not even
so like
that.
that's
It's
fine.
like this is like if you were to smoke if you were to go to the gas station and buy a backwood just to smoke it, you'd be smoking this leaf when I'm smoking. By the way, I wash and cut my leaves.
Yeah.
I unroll it, I wash it under the sink, like completely submerge it, rub it dry, and then cut it so that it's barely, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it's not like folding over.
It's just the taste
times.
and like the feel of tobacco that you.
But think about that. Think about unwash and not roll.
Well, when you
and
wash it, it's taking like all the like
dirt. There's literally
dirt,
no, bro.
yeah.
If I smoke a wood without washing it, it'll be gross as fuck to me.
Yeah.
Like the way if you smoked the wood right now, how it would like hurt your lungs and throat and shit. That's how it feels if I do it without washing it. But the point is like if this was filled with tobacco, it would be like 40 times as much tobacco. Like there's no comparison between blunt wraps and if you're actually smoking like tobacco blunts. Like it's a completely different thing.
For real. Do people do that? Just smoke like swishers?
I mean, that's kind of what they're sold for.
And then they started making large spikes of money when people started using them to roll up, and they realized the real target audience.
Yeah,
but
probably.
Originally, that's what they were made for.
That's so weird.
If they were
I can't imagine that.
Just to roll weed, they'd sell them as just the wrap.
Yeah, but also like they're not gonna advertise it like that because you're not allowed
people
to.
smoke.
No, there's plenty. There's like plenty of thriving rap companies right now that only
Really?
It's legal in most states at this point.
It's a preference, bro. Some
Yeah,
people don't like
gross.
cigarettes. Some people don't like cigarillos. Like
Cigarillos?
that's what they're called. They're cigarillos.
That's what
Really?
That's
I
what
didn't
it's
know
all
that.
is.
Bro, I'm not like
You're not a Kodak Black fan?
Kodak smokes Black and Miles.
It's like a culture thing. Like people, it
Yeah.
becomes. It's
Like, I
becomes
see it
a
on Spaz's
subculture
story all the
of
time,
hip-hop,
that's all
because
I know.
hip-hop's so huge, and like people like just do all this shit on video.
Bro,
like,
who's your
image? Like,
so out of Bradenton, Tampa, like Hillsboro, like St. Pete, who's your top 5 like local artists or local like rap or like artist groups around here?
I'd say Macavision, Yism, fucking all them.
okay.
Outside World, they're pretty fire. It's a hard one. Because there's a lot of fucking talent.
There's a lot of talent.
Name all of them, bro.
Have you heard of Barely Legal?
No, I haven't.
They're pretty dope, but they wouldn't want to like book they didn't want to book a session. They wanted to get paid. I was like,
Crisis, he's pretty fire. I actually just saw him perform last
Crisis, I don't know who that is.
night. All Tampa people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you plugged into the Bradenton scene really, or are you just
Not
like,
really. The only plugging in was that show. Like
Yeah.
that's. I haven't been down in this.
Did it do a little something? Do you see like people from down here starting to fuck with you?
yeah.
That's sick.
Yeah, bro, you probably got a little bit more listeners and stuff too.
that's cool. So
Bro, Ashton. What was I about to say? I had a good question. Who is your top 5 musical influences?
All right, that's a hard one. It really varies because like it's gonna be a fucking back and forth.
But that's good.
I'd say number 1. I'd probably say Slipknot.
Yeah.
XXX. I throw Ski Mask in there. 5 Finger Death Punch.
Bro, 5 Finger Death Punch, they're crazy.
I've been on stage with them.
Bro, when?
3 different times whenever I
How?
was a kid. I would go to their concerts, and the first time I was like 9 years old. They saw me right up front at the concert. They were like, "You
Oh
get
my
up
God,
here."
That's so fucking sick.
fucking.
Was it you who wanted to go to the concert?
Yeah.
It was like, buy me a ticket, Dad. Like,
That's crazy, bro. As a
That is
9-year-old, they
crazy.
probably saw a 9-year-old like at their
And then
shit,
they
like,
recognized me
what?
after that point.
Really?
At the next one.
Oh yeah, bro. You're probably the only 9-year-old in like a 5-mile radius.
I had a mohawk back then.
Oh, for real?
And
So,
I used to
yeah.
fucking spray dye it for the concerts, like red and blue and shit.
Dude, that's sick.
fucking
That's sick.
hilarious.
So
dude.
like you
Do
were the
think
kid
if they
that
saw
knew.
you now, they
What?
would recognize you?
Nah, they haven't.
Oh my god.
That's crazy, bro.
Yeah.
What?
I was that kid with the mohawk. Like,
That's crazy. So
Yeah.
who else? What other influences?
Kendrick Lamar.
Got to.
Let's see. It's hard because I just draw blanks because there's such a variety.
I do the same thing. I draw blanks. When
I'd say,
I'm
like-
listening to music, I have like 100 people I want to listen to, and then when you ask me
Yeah.
this question, I'm like, I don't know.
Ariana Grande.
Nah.
Ethan listens to a lot.
bro,
of,
I have a good list of
female
people that I'm
music.
thinking of. I like always come up with different artists when people say what's my most influential artist because it's like always different.
You're
bro.
gonna say Denzel Curry,
No,
and
no.
you're gonna say
Pop Smoke.
I said that yesterday, but I don't feel the same way today. Like today, when you ask me what I'm influenced by music, like it's a different thing than yesterday. I'm thinking about
Bro,
songs and
what,
shit.
what do you
I-
think
I-
is music?
Today I'm feeling like Sublime.
Yeah, I'd say that too.
Also Smash Mouth.
Bro.
They're both fire in my opinion.
Sublime.
And then
My dad actually, he used to own a biker bar, or his parents used to own a biker bar in California, and he would get all the kegs for the house parties in California, which Sublime was playing all the parties at.
What?
And Sublime was gonna play my dad's party for $80.
damn.
80
And
bucks?
he turned them down because they were playing everybody's party.
Oh
Damn.
my
But
god.
that's why they were playing. He was
Yeah.
playing everybody's party because he was doing it cheap, bro. They were all doing. Sublime was doing it for cheap.
Yeah.
That's
Bro.
smart, bro. They're
Yeah.
Getting
doing-
Sublime for 80 bucks, that's crazy.
He said he heard him on the radio and he was like, holy shit.
Bro, what?
I never thought about like performing at like, bro, like people's weddings and shit when we get like really good.
Bro,
Oh,
People would,
no,
like,
that's
play
like the
different
expensive
bands at-
events,
Bro,
like
I'm
hundreds
playing
of thousands
drums.
of dollars.
I'm playing drums at a wedding on May 8th, so check it out.
Like higher like caliber artists get paid like $500,000
Right,
tickets to like
right.
perform at like Jeff Bezos' daughter's like private
Fuck.
birthday party
Yeah.
with 10 people. Like, you know what I
Right.
mean? Like
Yeah, bro.
Lil Wayne, shit like that. Like they're getting
Yeah.
tickets, bro.
What kind of wedding do you think you'd go to with Lil Wayne playing at it? You get up and
Bro,
he's, like,
think
playing
about like a
Lollipop
bar
or some
mitzvah.
shit.
Think about like
Yeah,
a
like a
Jewish
kid.
dad, like
But like a
I
CEO's
feel you.
kid, bro. Like,
I feel you.
yeah. Exactly, bro. And then like their daughter's like, my favorite artist is like Lil Uzi, and then they like call their assistant, who's Lil Uzi? And I need to have him at my daughter's event. Like, who is Little Uzi?
What's your favorite TV show?
My favorite TV show. Probably say Breaking Bad.
Breaking Bad is a good one.
Yeah.
Do you do meth?
No. Do I look like I do math?
No.
Let me think.
Sorry, dude.
I want this to be like you get interviews for the rest of your life and no one ever asks you these questions.
Well, bro, like easy. Like, if a fan is watching this and another fan hasn't watched this video, like, what is something about you that your fans don't know yet? That a fan watching this video, this is the only video that they can know it from.
What a lot of people don't know is I look aggressive and I wouldn't say aggressive, but I'm a big guy. I do security and shit, but I'm deadly afraid of dogs.
Of dogs?
Yeah.
Well,
Not like little dogs.
Bruh, so
anything like 90 pounds or over. Only if it like.
But what if
start-
someone like introduces you to a dog and then like it's friendly?
Yeah, if it's friendly, I'm 100% good. But as soon as that dog barks,
You're gonna start crying or
or,
something?
no, it's not that.
And there are dogs that bite, but they do it. Like if I brought my pit puppy in here, she's like 30 pounds now.
Yeah, nah, I'd be.
And she would like run and he would bite your ass, but she's also like harmless. Like you
Yeah.
could stomp on her.
But what it is a couple years back, I was at my friend's house and the dog earlier that day was licking my face, fucking like sweetest dog, but he was on the chain. And my friend was like, "Oh, don't go over there. He's on the chain. He's going backward." But I was like, "Oh no."
Then it was off the chain.
I was like, "Oh no, I'm good with him." I knew the dog like a few months at this point. I was like, "Okay, I fuck with this dog." I went up and I was petting him. And as soon as I turned my back, I was walking away, fucking latched onto the back of my leg.
Oh my god.
Yeah, and fucking took a chunk out of my leg.
What? Is it still gone?
I got the scar.
That was good. Where is it? Oh shit, now everything's fell. Oh yo, what? That's your dog. That's
I'll show you
crazy.
the camera.
Did you cry?
What?
No.
Actually, not. I didn't feel any pain.
Here,
Like,
scoot up, scoot up.
Yeah, it's just so sharp. It's just like, it's like sharp things going into you. Like, it's just this adrenaline rush from a sharp.
I think it just automatically hit a nerve or something that fucking took away that feeling.
Yeah, bro, it's like the shock. It's the shock.
One thing, it didn't bleed. Like, at
Really?
all. Yeah.
Well, when you get stabbed, it doesn't bleed till you pull it out.
Yeah, well, not even, it was a big chunk taken out of my leg.
Yeah,
like,
it didn't bleed?
It didn't bleed. Because it got, like, right to where the fat was.
So the reason
That's
you said
it.
that
So
story...
you saw blood? Was it blood or was
Like,
it
there
like
was a
skin?
little bit of blood around it, but, like, if you were to get, like, a
What did you
normal
see
cut, it would bleed more than it
Right.
did.
So the reason you said that story was to tell the fans the one fact about you is that you don't have blood in your body.
Henry's a superhero.
Yeah.
No, but dude, that's crazy.
But nah, if it would have been any deeper, I wouldn't have. I wouldn't have died, but I wouldn't have feeling in my leg. I wouldn't be able to move my leg because
That's
it would have
crazy,
been muscle.
Bro, so like, are you scared of getting eaten by a shark now, or like bit by a shark? If it
A
was,
little bit, yeah.
Yeah.
Like I'm more scared of alligators.
Yeah,
Shit
bro.
like that. Is
That's a
like,
real thing that could happen to
yeah.
us, and we don't
Yo,
even think about it.
What kind of dog was it?
A pit bull.
Yeah. I feel like that's the first, I like knew about this before, but I feel like it's the first time I heard like a story of someone saying like something took a bite out of me.
Yeah.
Like, that's just a crazy.
Alright, bro. So, okay, so what are we talking about? We're talking about like,
What's your favorite clothing company?
That's a hard one. I don't even know.
Give me a few.
Like I said, I've been changing my style and shit. Like I wouldn't even know where to start. Like, cause shit ranges.
You don't have any tats?
Nah, I don't.
are you gonna get
get
some?
one?
I've been thinking about getting one right on my scar.
Bro, Rip Mufasa, bro.
Bro, he's the man.
Tapman.
He did my whole fucking arm.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, bro. So like, where do you see yourself in like 5 years, bro? Like as an artist and as a person, like.
I honestly don't know. It could go any direction. I honestly don't even know what genre I'd be doing. I don't know what.
But do you want to be like?
What are the goals that you have in 5 years?
What I would really want is I want to have one song on every radio station. One song on the fucking like hits station, a song on the rock station,
That's a
a song
crazy
on the
goal.
alternative
So
station.
radio is a big goal for you.
Yeah.
That's something I don't really focus on, but yeah, radio is definitely a different like element of
Well,
the
that
music
type,
industry. Yeah.
that in the sense of not only radio station, but just in
Yeah,
genre
like on
in
Spotify
particular.
radio, he'll come
Yeah.
up in alternative.
Yeah.
Bro, it's crazy
radio,
because
rock radio.
a lot of times, like the people who like religiously use the radio and the people who like religiously use like I feel like social media apps are like different kinds of people. So you're hitting like two completely different markets if you're on every single station. Because all these people who listen to all this like, a lot of people hate country music, a lot of people hate rap music, a lot of people hate rock music.
Right.
Like you gotta think about people hate religious music, bro. Like there's all types of things that people won't listen to, but it's like
But then if you cross
It's a whole
over,
other market.
there's a way you can
hit. Yeah,
help
you can
people
hit a lot.
find their own.
Draw a bridge.
Yeah,
Because
exactly.
a lot of times, once you start fucking with the artist as an individual and you want to like their music, you'll go into it with a more open mind. So it might be, okay, boom, they hear like an alternative song and they love it, and then they don't like rap, but they're such a big fan of you when you release it. they listen with the open mind, and then all of a sudden now they're a fan of the genre.
Yeah.
Right. So like a lot of people who hate different shit, who also like people who love their thing, and there's people who hate their thing. Like they also like genres. They like both people like the same genres. Is what I'm trying to say, but they also hate. They have completely like opposite opinions, but there's songs that people like of many genres enjoy. That's what I'm trying to say.
That and like I was picked on as a kid for not liking rap. Like I was always a metal kid, fucking like I said.
Bro, now in your music, there's definitely elements. I could say for sure, listening to your music, there's definitely elements of everything you grew up with that sets you apart from a lot of those people. Even your vocal delivery, dude, on a lot of your songs, bro. Like you really bring a lot of
People don't know that like they rap on a punk beat and they think they make punk music and they don't understand that there's like vocal inflections and there's writing styles and there's other things that make a genre.
Yeah, bro, and like you telling me about your connection with like 5 Finger Death Punch and like all that shit, like it really like that kind of like brought things together and like made sense in my mind. Like why Henry like sounds like this on certain songs is because of his influence from those types of things.
I grew up singing
exactly, bro. So like your voice really like shows that, and it's a good thing. Like, I just think, and I again like Cross was saying is like yes, people rap on a punk beat or like a rock beat and think they make rock music. Nah, bro. Like you're really embodying what you're doing, and I really like that about your music. I had a good question that I lost because I was thinking about Headbuster.
How old were you when you lost your virginity?
Honestly, 17. Late.
That's
22.
I know a lot of kids.
Yeah.
I know a lot of kids too.
I just wasn't really trying.
No, but it's like everyone like caps about that shit.
Yeah, bro. At least you're honest.
I was real self-conscious as a kid.
Bro,
like,
I know
didn't
people
talk
that-
to too many people. I just kind of stayed on my shit. Just.
Bro, you ever seen that show 40-Year-Old Virgin?
Yeah.
That's crazy. And it's always like these like little like
Who's
dudes.
I can't believe they like found this guy and they like.
Yeah, like
They made a
exposed him,
show
bro.
about
Like
it.
exposed him.
was that fucking Mike or what's his name?
Steve
bro?
Carell.
Steve Carell, yeah.
Mike Scott.
Never mind. I was gonna say Mike from Wolf House.
What's your favorite food?
Favorite food? I'd say tacos.
All my questions are favorites.
Tacos.
Bro, come on.
Tacos are
He knows what he's talking
Bro.
There's a minute you can eat tacos for breakfast.
my
and lunch and
favorite
dinner.
is
Do I want
right in
tacos?
Parrish.
Yeah.
There's one right off of 301.
What is it? What is it?
There's 100 off
It's right off of 301.
Are we about to
in
get
Parrish.
tacos after
this? You know where the
Tacos El Gordo?
the railroad track is? Right?
Yeah, bro.
Where there's that like abandoned train
yeah,
station
yeah.
place. Right there's a taco place that's fucking fire.
Is it a place or a truck?
It's a truck that's at a store. It's
We've probably been there,
Yeah,
man.
that's
La
We've been there.
Tienda Mexicana.
That was pretty
or some
good, bro.
shit.
Yeah.
You gotta try Tacos Del Gordo. Like I'd say that one that you just talked about and Tacos Del Gordo are definitely competitors in my mind. For sure, right here, bro. Because
I live
bro,
with
you gotta
I live with
understand,
my
bro.
mama,
Like,
so like
like,
I got
true.
tacos all over.
true, dude, true.
Bro.
But like here, bro, like we've tried every truck around here, pretty much. I think so. I think we have.
Not even close.
One of my dreams, bro, is like have my own food truck. And another thing is, this isn't a dream, but I'm starting on Monday working at Fuzzy's Tacos.
Yes,
Do
sir.
you know if you get a discount you can get?
Can I have it?
I don't know yet. Bro, I
Bro,
just
if
put in
you
my
find
paperwork.
that, you gotta be like, bro, I know someone that'll come here every day if like he gets a discount.
Bro, I'm
If
sure
you're
they'll
worth
tell
it
me
for-
like on my first day what I can do in terms of like.
Bro, it's
discounts on
that's
food.
stupid,
Bro, I'm
bro.
gonna just start being like, when do you work, dog? Like,
Yeah. That's what you did, like when I like first started working at Dunkin'. You like came in all the time when I was working, bro.
Stop.
And then you stopped because you became healthy, and it hurt my feelings because I was happy to see you.
Bro, I just can't eat Dunkin' like
Yeah.
that.
I
bro.
hate-
It's
bro,
so
yeah.
bad for you.
It is.
One of my friends, his mom was the manager at Dunkin', and at school every day he would fucking bring all the leftovers that they would throw away at the end of the day and
bro.
sell them.
Well, yeah, it's like hundreds of donuts, bro. It's crazy.
Bro, but I'm still thinking about the food truck thing, bro. Like, I just like serving food and shit. Like, we're trying to get a bar in here,
Yeah.
And like it's a lot of shit that you gotta get. Like if we want to do it, we gotta get like a commercial dishwasher and shit.
I know, dude, and I like love serving coffee. I'm a barista, so like for me, it's like that'd be so cool to like have an espresso machine.
Okay, we can keep talking, but let's wrap the video.
We can also keep talking about Henry if we're gonna be in Henry's interview, because we can start talking about me and Nathan's goals and aspirations.
I know. That's why I'm saying wrap it up. We definitely have enough stuff.
This is the show. Henry, give them your ads.
What? You can find me at n-rico_music on Instagram, Enriched Records on YouTube. That's n-r exclamation point rich.
Get it right.
Yeah. That gotta have that exclamation point because you know I be yelling and shit.
We'll put it on the screen. We'll fucking type it out. Any shout outs?
Not off the top of my
Shout
head.
out mom.
Shout out Kodak Black.
Alright.